Thank you. It is Wednesday evening. It's so weird. I thought I heard something outside and it's raining again. Raining again in Los Angeles. This morning, there seemed to be like a 3 hour window of sun, and I was able to teach my class in the park outside, but it was like this magical 3 hour um, break in the weather. And as I was teaching the sun salutations in the sun. So the Surya Namaskara A and B is the opening sequences to the Astanga yoga series, which is the opening sequences that we do in class with the up dog and the down dogs, the warrior ones. And I thought about that because we haven't had sun for a few days in Los Angeles, and we're spoiled. For anyone listening to this outside of Los Angeles, we need our sun because we get really used to it. But I like had this like feeling like no wonder this is called the salute to the sun. No wonder that like we're thanking the sun gods and we're thanking the sun for coming out, because that not having it was really kind of, let's say, unpleasant. So we're going to start with our salute to the sun and continue it. And this is the last of the rain, is what they say. And tomorrow the sun will be out again. And with it being gone for these little brief amounts of time, it's nice that we can appreciate it that much more when it's there. Because I think sometimes in Los Angeles, we take the sun for granted. I try not to, but I could see how that could happen because it's almost always there. All right, we're going to start standing today. And we're going to do light hopping, shaking out the hands, core engaged, breathing in the nose, drawing the breath in and pushing the breath out. And you could hop more if you like. My floor feels different with all the moisture that has gotten over the last few days. All right, feet the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're going to bend at the knees. We're going to swing the arms and let the arms gently strike your body. And it could be even a little bit more than gently. And we're still breathing all the time. Excellent. Let's stand. We'll step the right foot directly over the left. We're going to partially forward fold, so don't have your hands touch the ground. That's the one rule. And then we're going to circle in the hands, and that's why we're not touching the ground, so that we can do this circular motion. And go ahead and switch the feet, and then we're going to pendulum, just a different motion. All right, let's stand. We're going to do half sun salutation in the beginning here. Big toes together, ankles a bit apart, thumbs out. So we're going to breathe in, reach up, look up. It's a prayer to the sun. We're going to breathe out and forward fold, bringing the fingers nice and low. Try to keep the legs straight so you can put the hands on the shins, which is what I do. Some people get them on the ground, but not me. We're going to look up, shoulder blades together, core in. Forward fold on the out breath, and all the way back up, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer are going to come down through the heart center. and then all the way back up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We're going to look up, lengthen the tail through the eyeballs. Forward fold on the out-breath. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Hands in prayer down through the heart center. All the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low again. And we look up. And we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. And back up again on the in-breath. We're going to do a few of these. Forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. And we forward fold. Back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. All the way up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. And we forward fold. Back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We look up. And we forward fold. All the way up again, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding. We're going to look up, and from here, we're going to step back to the top of push-up. We're going to stay on the first one for several breaths, tightening the core and the legs. And we're going to lower down, roll a little forward, up dog, tight legs, third eye looking, and then down dog, pulling up and back. Feet about the distance of the hips. You can bend one leg, push the opposite heel towards down. You could stay still. I like this opening bit to get a little bit of movement. All right, walk your way up to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up, and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart center, and then all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, we step in again, top of push-up. We lower, drop, up dog, and down dog. Nice. If you want more movement, up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath, or you could stay still. We're breathing in the nose, and we're trying to look at the navel. And walk your way back up to the top of the mat, feet together. We look up, and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. And all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding again. We look up. We step in top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog. And down dog. And nice. We're going to breathe here. Excellent. Step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. And we forward fold. Let's come on all the way up. We're going to keep the hands in prayer so the sun comes out tomorrow. We're going to arch back and lift the heart in tomorrow's sun. And then we're going to push the walls out. So really open up the hands. Let's take the feet a little bit apart. We're going to take a couple of breaths just like this, just opening the hands, breathing. Core is engaged. And we're going to keep the movement from the hips up, so we're trying not to go down into the legs and the knees. And we're going to turn and look to the right. And then over, please, to the other side. And back to center, arms down. We're gonna bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. Return those thumbs out again. Let's just take a moment here. Really feel those shoulders back and the core in. A lot of this pose with the core in and the shoulders back is in every pose. And you'll hear me kind of mention it, but it's the same thing with the shoulders back and the core in. So let's sit in chair. Great. Up, over, forward folding again, fingers low. We look up. We're stepping on top of push-up. We're gonna lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. Warrior one on the right, right foot steps, left foot turns out. So we'll bring hands in prayer again. This is the Surya Namaskara B, the second section of the sun salutations. We're going to take a moment here. Great, hands down again, step in, top of push-up, we lower drop, up dog, down dog. We're going to go left side, right foot's going to turn out. And hands in prayer. And we're going to stay here, breathing. Excellent, hands back down, stepping top of push-up, we lower drop, up dog and down dog. And great, we'll breathe right here. And step or jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair again. And standing, shoulders back, tight core. Excellent, some more, we sit in chair. And up, over, forward folding. We look up, stepping again, top of push-up. We lower drop, up dog, down dog. Warrior one again on the right foot, stepping, hands in prayer, core in and up, looking up. You could arch back and lift your heart to the sun. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Excellent, hands back down again, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, please. Right foot turns out. Again, hands in prayer above the head. Core in and up, looking up. Maybe arching back and lifting the heart. Excellent. Hands back down. Step in, top of push-up. We lower, drop. Up dog and down dog. And we're going to stay here. All right. Walk your way up to the top of the mat. We look up. Forward fold. Feet and knees sitting in chair. Standing, shoulders back, tight core. We're going to just do one more with some variations. We sit in chair. Good. Up, over again, forward folding. We look up. We step in again, top of push up. We lower, drop, up dog and down dog. Warrior one on the right again. Back with the arms up. And let's do that variation. Fists forward. Turn the fists down. I'll go sideways so you can see that, but they're forward. And then open the fingers, and you can even move the fingers if you like. Let's turn the palms to face, and if you got the space, open all the way up. I'm going to move over slightly. That wall's in the way. Palms open, maybe looking up to the sun. Lifting the heart, breathing in the nose. Fingers, hands very wide. Turn the palms to face the sky. Hands in prayer again up to the sun. An arch back if you like, and then hands back down, stepping. We lower, drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot stepping, please. Right foot turns out. And again, we're going to begin with fists forward, fists down, fingers out if you like. I like to move them. I'm going to take a few breaths here. And palms facing, let's open all the way up again. Put most of the opening in the hands. The breathing, if you want to look up, you're welcome to. Turn the palms up to the sky, hands in prayer again above the head. We'll arch back, and very nice. Hands back down, stepping. We lower drop, up dog, and down dog. And we're going to stay right here breathing. And step jump, top of the mat. We look up and we forward fold. Let's sit in chair. Let's put cactus arms on the chair. And we are going to twist right elbow outside of the left knee. If your left knee, pull back, line it back up with the right one. And then hands in prayer towards the sternum. We rotate that left shoulder back. Fingers pointing to the face. You're welcome to open the arms if that works for you. Good, forward fold, let everything drop off your back. Excellent, sit in chair again, cactus arms up there on the top. And then very nice, we're gonna do the other side. So left elbow, so the hip probably is rotating back, rotate it back forward so the knees are lined up. And we're gonna twist here like we did on the other side. Rotate that right shoulder back. Breath in the nose. All right, forward fold, feet apart. You can grab the elbows, you can grab prayer. We're gonna hang, you can bounce if you like. As I'm bouncing, I'm pushing the breath out of my nose, so it's much quicker with the breathing if you're bouncing. You don't have to. I haven't bounced in a long time, but I do feel the need right now. Engage the core, come on all the way up and touch the ceiling. And then we're going to come all the way back down. Peace fingers are going to scoop under the big toes, thumbs touching on the inside, elbows away from the ears, top of the head down. We're going to breathe here. I got my legs bent a little, maybe yours are, maybe they're not. And all the way back up. And all the way back down, each hand under each foot from the front. And you can pull up on the feet if you like. We're going to breathe here. Very nice. Let's stand. And we're going to bring the feet back together. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Thumbs back out, shoulders back, core in. Excellent. Let's sit in chair. And up over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up, stepping again, top push up. We're going to lower drop, up dog, and down dog. Warrior two, right foot stepping, heel to heel aligned, knee over the ankle, arms out over the feet. So core is engaged, the shoulders are light here. Staying a little longer. The shoulders are a little bit back too. Core in, shoulders back, same kind of thing. It's not drastic. We're going to straighten the leg in the front. We're going to maintain that torso. And we're going to reach out, right hand down, left arm up. And we're going to breathe here. And both hands on the shin. Let's shorten the stance a couple of inches. Those of you that would like to twist, please twist here. Keep the legs straight and the feet flat. Right hands down again, stepping type of push up. We lower drop, up dog, down dog. Left foot, please, warrior two. Coming back up. And we're breathing here. Staring at the left hand, breath in the nose. And straight the leg in the front. We're going to reach out a bit. And left hand down, right arm up. Trikonasana, breath. The tradition is to look to the reaching hand. That's a lot sometimes. You could look at the foot, and the foot should be right under your nose. Both hands on the shin, please. We'll shorten the stance a couple of inches. Those of you that want to twist. Very nice. Hands down again. Stepping type of push up. We lower drop. Up dog. Down dog. We're going to keep going. Right foot warrior two again. And arms back out over the feet. We're going to breathe here just a little bit. Forearm on the leg, left arm up and over. Extended side angle. You're welcome to put the right hand on the ground if you like. And we're going to move hands back down, stepping again, top of push up. We lower, up dog, and down dog. Left foot stepping, right foot turns out. Warrior two again, several breaths here. And forearm on the leg, right arm up and over. We're going to breathe here. Good. Hands down again, stepping. Top of push up, we lower drop. Up dog, and down dog. We're coming up into horse, whichever foot steps suits you for stepping up. I'm stepping right. So we're going to come facing out to the side, toes slightly splayed. Let's put the hands on the knees. Keep the arms straight so they hold the shoulders up, and then drop the rear end down a bit. And then right shoulder forward, and then left, just a bit of back and forth. Good. We're going to come up and hold the sun in the sun goddess pose. Pull those elbows back like you're trying to walk through a door and then pushing the elbows back. Just a little more here. Great. Straight the legs. We're going to turn the feet to run straight forward. We're going to reach straight up and then we'll fold straight down, hands under the shoulders, top of the head towards down. And we're going to breathe like this. And back up, we reach out to the ends of the fingers. Behind the tail, we shall intertwine those fingers. And we're going to forward fold, lifting the arms up off the back. As much as they will go for you, don't worry about getting anywhere. Lift the toes and then put them down as light as possible. Good. Up again to the ceiling. And down again. We're going to grab the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the big toes with the peace fingers. No matter what, elbows out away from the ears. And let's stay down low, both hands over to the right, left shoulder under and through. And over please to the other side. Great, back up, shorten the stance, our usual suspects are going here. Let's start with the forward facing a pyramid. So right toes straight forward, left toes about 45 degrees. And arms out again if you like, because for me to get that rotation so that the shoulders are lining up to the front of the mat, arms out is helpful. Behind the back, elbows a reverse prayer. Again, just like standing, core a bit in, shoulders back. Keep the shoulders back, and we're going to forward fold, looking at the right foot. If you like, up into Warrior 3, it'll be a little brief today. If you like, Half Moon. And you can twist Half Moon. And we're going to put that left foot down and pivot. So right toes 45, left toes out. Arms out for the rotation, shoulders back. Hands behind the back. We look up, we're going to come down and look at the left foot. And Warrior 3 again. Half Moon if you want it. And switching the hands. And let's stand. And we can move around a little bit if you like. All righty. We're going to do tree standing on the left foot. And you can grab the right foot and get that lock. You go hands in prayer or arms all the way up. You can put the foot out in front, which I did last week. I'm going to take just a couple of breaths here. Shoulders still back, core still in. Excellent. Let's do the other side. Standing on the right, the left is gonna come up. You gotta kind of grab it and pull it up there. And again, it could be out in front. So we don't want to push on the knee joint. That's why it's gotta be way up. Could be also way down, but out in the front, it's a nice alternative. You don't have to worry about any of that. Excellent. Back to standing on the left. Right knee is coming up, right on right. You can stay here. You can extend the leg, grabbing the big toe with the peace fingers. That's index and middle coming around and out. Knee is just fine. We're going to open that leg out to the right as we look over the left shoulder as best as we can. The movement of the visual lock makes the balance a little more difficult, and it's already difficult enough. Back to center, show me the bottom of your foot. Excellent. We're going to do the other side. So standing on the right, left is going to come up, left on left. We take several breaths here. Oh, mind drifted, body drifted. You can hear the rain in the background through the door, through the window. Open that leg out. We're going to look over the right shoulder. Back to center, show me the bottom of your foot. Very nice. Feet about the distance of the hips, toes slightly splayed. We're going to come down into the very important squat. Elbows into the legs, hands in prayer. Again, think about, and it's harder now because there's a slight lean forward, but lock the shoulders back and the core in. Same as mountain pose, same as we talked about, and we're going to keep breathing. We're going to stay a little bit longer. So the shoulders back and core in is actually kind of the basic of yoga, but so many times it kind of doesn't get into the practice, and it ends up kind of in the practice more like and it's an advanced thing, because when people become more aware of the details of the posture, it kind of ends, but it is really not advanced. It's really the basics, but it ends up kind of more talked about in the advanced situation. Very interesting because it's not a hard thing to do. Hands in prayer straight forward. We're going to come all the way up and then all the way back down, hands in prayer straight forward. Again, all the way up and back down, hands in prayer straight forward. Again, all the way up, back down, hands in prayer straight forward. And one more all the way up and back down. We're going to come to hands and knees. I went back further so that I can pick the mat up in the center and fold it over on itself, so that my knees are on this big cushy part. We're going to do cat and cow. Knees are 2 fists apart. Let the belly drop down, third eye looking as you breathe out. We're going to arch the back. Eyes are closed on the moving poses. And back to center, we'll look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And then over the left. We'll go back to center. We're going to do the twist that we skipped earlier. Right foot up to the top, and then arms up in a big funnel. We're going to take several breaths here, and that foot in the front could step a little more further forward if you like. Let's keep on breathing. Left elbow outside of right leg doesn't move. Made of cement. Hands in prayer, and we're gonna stay here. And if you want, you can roll back onto the ball of the left foot, lifting the knee, straighten the leg. Great, let's switch sides. Right knee back to the cushion part if you did that. And then left foot back up top, and then arms up again in a big funnel. We take several breaths here. And right elbow outside of the left leg, hands in prayer. And we'll stay here breathing. Excellent. Hands down again. We're switching again. Right foot back up to the top. We're going to now reach the arms straight up into the ceiling just for a couple of breaths here. And let's bring those hands down on the inside. So the right hand is directly inside the right foot. The knee is pulling against the shoulder. You could stay here. You could walk the hands forward, trying to bring the elbows down if you like. Very nice. We're doing the other side. Right knee back, left foot up top, arms straight up, superhero style. And again, back down on the inside. And we'll breathe here. And whatever you did, if even in between, trying to get the elbows down, or hands down, or elbows all the way down. Lots of options. Don't overstrain the body. Don't try to get it all done in one session. It's really just maintenance. Great. Back to hands and knees. You may want to unroll the mat if it was rolled up in the middle. One more time. I think next week we'll go back to the other method, but we're going to get to pigeon from hands and knees. So we're going to bring the right knee almost up to the right wrist and bring that right foot forward like you're trying to bring it towards the left hand. And then scoot that left knee, crawl it back, getting the length of knee to knee longer. And we're going to look up just for a moment, and then we're going to come down, forearms and head down, and we're going to breathe here. The knee is still in that same spot where it started, where the hand was on the outside, so it's outside of the ribs. Good, we're gonna step back to hands and knees so we can set up the other side. So now the left knee is coming up almost to that left wrist. I'm actually touching the arm with my knee, and then that left foot's gonna try to come up towards the right hand. Right knee crawls back. We look up and back down we come. Excellent. However you can, we're going to sit down. You can come back to hands and knees, but we are going to sit down. And let's straddle the legs all the way out. So the heels are likely off the mat. We're going to breathe in and touch the ceiling. We're going to breathe out and try to touch the right toes. And then all the way back up and then over to the other side and over and over. Out breath is on the downward fold, no matter what side it is. So the in breath is in the middle. Good, up, touch the ceiling, and then arms down. We're gonna bring the soles of the feet together. We're gonna grab those feet and pull them in nice and tight. Left hand's gonna grab the small toes, the right hand on top. And then again, the same thing with the shoulders back and the core in. But now we have the resistance of the hands holding the feet. The feet are not coming up. The feet are our anchor. And we're gonna breathe here, trying to bring those shoulders back, core in, trying to get tall. You could butterfly the legs. I wouldn't worry about anything else, but keep on breathing. Shoulders back, we're going to forward fold, pushing the elbows against the legs. Keeping those shoulders back and the core in a bit. It's abstract in the forward fold, and it feels like, well, heck, my face could get way down further if I didn't have to keep the shoulders back. Don't worry about getting your face down. We're going to keep breathing here. Good, let's come back up. Left leg out, right foot flat on the mat. Left arm's going to grab that leg. It's our twist. Shoulder back. You can put the elbow outside. It's funny, the elbow outside really kind of stretches a bit under my wing bone here in the scapula area with that little bit of push. And even kind of just slightly behind the armpit. Excellent. Other side, please. Right leg out, left foot flat. We'll grab the right leg and we're going to sit here or outside again. And again, the eyeball line is where we are staring. And we're going to breathe here. Excellent, back to center. We're gonna be on the tail. I'm gonna double up my mat back here. So sitting on that more cushiony area, legs bent, arms under the legs, we're gonna roll back. You can stay here. You can let go again. Shoulders are locked back. You could straighten the legs. You could bring the hand behind the head. We're gonna breathe here anyways. We're doing 5, so take your time. Cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up nice and tall. And then up again, please. 2. And cross the legs, sit up tall. Up again for 3. Cross the legs, sit up tall. Up again for 4. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And up again for 5. Excellent. Hug the knees in. We're going to flip the mat back open because we're going to roll onto our backs for bridge. If you want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, that's fine. We're going to put the feet down flat, feet on knees, 2 fists apart. We're going to lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, intertwine the fingers, push the arms down on the ground, and we're going to breathe here. Excellent. Back down. For those of you that would like to come along, we're going upside down. We're going to start with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs in the direction of straight. Hands could be on the back, fingers to the spine, or intertwine fingers with the arms down, just like in bridge. If the hands are not on the back, put them there now. Lift the feet up to the sky, and we're going to breathe here. Excellent. Bend the legs, bring the knees down towards the ears. Roll down onto your back. We're going to do a dead bug. Knees are in the armpit, soles up to the soles of the feet up to the sky. You could stay still or rock around. While you're in dead bug, think about whether you might need a strap or a belt or a rope, because we're going to do this kind of leg extended thing. I'll show you how to do it without it, so don't worry if it's nowhere nearby. Even a long sock or an old t-shirt or even a new t-shirt would work. Good, let's lay down. So while laying down, you can just put the hand behind the calf if you like, but I'm going to use a piece of material. It's not even a strap, it's just a piece of material. But we're going to lay down with the right leg up. Strap is on the right foot. The leg is straight. Again, if you don't have a strap, just grab the back of the leg. Some of you that are super flexible would grab the big toe with the peace fingers, but the leg will be straight. We're going to breathe here. And please let that leg fall out to the right as you reach out and look to the left. And we're going to stay here. And back up, we're switching hands on the strap as that foot falls over to the right and we reach out. I'm sorry, the foot falls over to the left as we reach out and look to the right. So the hip comes way up. And bring that leg back up to center. Both hands come up towards the heel, nose towards the knee. Do your best to lock the left leg down. And then let's do the other side. Left is coming up, left on left. However you did the other side, see if you can do basically the same. And of course, we're going to breathe here. And let that leg fall out to the left as you reach out and look to the right. And we're going to come up and over to the other side. If I got the space. Yep. Back up to center. Both hands up towards the heel, nose towards the knee. And we're going to let that down. Bring the arms out like a T. Bring the knees all the way up into the chest. Let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. You could put the right hand on the legs, pushing them towards down. And all the way up and over, please, to the other side. And we'll hold the legs down, looking to the right. Back up to center, hug the knees into the chest. Thank yourself for coming out. And you could stay laying down, but I'm going to lead a short meditation, 4 or 5 minutes. The secret to meditation is having a reasonable place to sit. So I'm going to roll up my mat. You may wish to do that too. I'll show you rolling it up like this. But I'm not rolling all of it up. I'm going to roll all but that much, especially if you're on a floor that's not carpeted. So that goes down. Let me go back far enough so you can see. Good. So we're going to sit on the rolled up part. And now the ankles, which are out here on the ground, are on the mat too, rather than the wood, because when they're on the wood, it hurts a little bit. Let me just set my timer here. Great. Intertwine fingers, thumbs touching, shoulders a little bit back, core a little bit in, same thing. Chin this time is coming slightly to the chest. That's a little different. Eyes are gently closed. We're going to become aware of the body breathing itself. So if you're still breathing, the yogic breathing, you want to let that go and just let the body do what it does. The magic of the body running itself. We're going to do our best just to watch the body take care of business. with our mind, because our eyes are closed. The watching is a mental watching, a witnessing. Feeling the breath as it's being taken in, feeling the breath as it's being pushed out. And we'll be here about 3 more minutes. And let's bring the hands to the heart center, rubbing them together, making the warmth and the fire of the sun. And then let's bring the arms up like we're holding the sun tomorrow morning when it comes out. We're going to breathe some of that sun in. We're going to breathe more. Hold the sun inside of your whole body, inside of your heart and your bones and in your soul. And then sun out through the mouth. Ah. You're living your dream, don't miss it. Namaste. Thank you for coming out this evening. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find links to my Venmo and PayPal there if you need them. I'm going to stop this YouTube part.